Hello. So today we're explaining my book buying restrictions, and for this one, what I decided to do, because clearly nothing is going well, those are my unread books. That's the book wall. That's not even all of them, because I need to rebuild the book wall. So here's some more books that aren't in the book wall, and here's some more, and there's a whole bunch more, and some are about to fall down, and oh my god, and you can see back there, on there, that's more. You can tell, right, that I've got a lot of books in here that need to be read. Oh my god, they're gone, they fell. But I've had a variety of book buying restrictions over the years, and I've had some that have worked longer than others. And my biggest claim to fame right now is that I'm stopping one in favor of a different one, and I'm not celebrating this transition with a whole bunch of books. And I think why that's happening is because I'm just coming off of a book month. But anyway, let's talk about some my book buying restrictions that I've tried. So the first one, obviously, is your kind of typical, you read a certain amount of books, you're allowed to buy a certain amount of books. You read a certain amount of books, you're allowed to buy a certain amount of books, all that fun stuff. And I have done this a multitude of times. I've tried randomizing, I've tried doing 5 books, 10 books, 1 book. I've tried get the book wall underneath however many, and then we do that. This has never really worked for me, ever. It's never worked for me. I've tried it many times and it has never worked for me. And so I think my newest iteration of the book buying restrictions being more similar to that is maybe like not a great choice because it has never worked for me in the past. So there's that. Then for a while I had like a bet going. So I was not allowed to buy books. Stephen was allowed to buy pop. We could earn passes, and those passes meant we could buy books or pop or whatever. I stopped it, and that is officially over now, like forever. So that worked for a while. It worked really well for a while. I think 2022 was the only year ever since the book wall began when I was a junior in high school and had a measly 18 books on it, which was what? That would have been 10 years ago, or kind of 11 sort of. And since then it is now over, like it's like 2,400. That was the only year that it was underneath that. So then the most recent one, and this one was really, really effective actually. And I honestly, I don't technically know if I'm going to 100% stop. Hey, stop doing that. Because I haven't done anything when I've said I've stopped. But what I did was the concept of book months. And so January, I bought books. February, I didn't buy any books. March, I bought books. April, May, no books. June, yes, and then so on and so forth. And then the no book months extend by 1 month every single time. That worked really, really well for me. October was my last book month, and then I started having different ideas in my little head about what I wanted to do for book buying. Mostly, honestly, this concept of that I wanted a new system where I wouldn't just get a massive influx of books every however many months, because let's be real here, I buy a lot of books during the book months. I do. I bought so many books, and that means I have to rebuild the book wall so many times, and I didn't want to do that. Like right now I have to rebuild the book wall. I might do it today. I probably won't, but I might. And just the idea of doing that every 5 months, every 6 months, every 7 months, whatever that is exhausting to me. So I've got new ideas now that will hopefully help me bring in less books. And so I had a couple of different thoughts. My first thought was whenever I finish a TBR, I get to buy a book off my wish list, the next volume in some manga series, and then a DVD. So that was my first idea. And then I remembered the concept of book points that Q-Wordy is doing. I don't know her real name. I know her channel. She's very likable. And I was like, maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's what we'll do. So now I have started kind of using her little system there. The only thing there is that I do most of my book buying frequently. Do I ever go to a brick and mortar bookstore, like Barnes and Noble, a used bookstore, whatever? So what I would probably do, perhaps I would either save some of those. I don't know yet. So I'm tentatively right now using the Q-Wordy thing, and we'll see how that goes. I have kept up a spreadsheet since January 1st, and my book wall has climbed like fucking 300 books since the year has started, which is not like great. One might say it's actually bad. But I have hopes and I have ideas, and I do think that the fact that I have managed to stick to the book month thing for pretty much the entire year, and I do not intend to, go crazy in the next couple months, does give me hope for this new thing. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, that's just a quick little video talk about book buying restrictions. I think that a lot of people. Okay. I think honestly, when people say like, "Oh, I have 200 unread books. I need to kill my TBR, like TBR takedown." I wish I could do that, honestly, and maybe I will do like a series of videos. When I start doing this, it depends on when I rebuild the book wall. It might be in December. It might be next year. I don't know. I know I'm gonna rebuild the book wall before next year. I know it's gonna be before the 1st. It may be before December. If it's before December, then for sure we're gonna start in December. That's the thing. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, because it is genuinely a 6-hour time commitment. It is. It is a 6-hour time commitment, and then my legs are all sore the next day because I do a lot of squatting and stuff. But yeah, those are some little things. I do think that this will be good. This book points thing. I'm curious about it. I think it's kind of fun. I think I like that it's not just a straight up this many books, each of this many books. I like that there are different kind of incentives, to finish a monthly TBR, to read diverse books, whatever it is. So that should be interesting. I think I'm halfway. No, I'm not halfway. I don't know. That's that. That is everything. I'll talk to you later. And goodbye.